All right, still to be determined if we're going to have a white Christmas here in the Triad, one thing at a time. We've got some interesting things potentially brewing here over the next little bit. And Lainey, once again, like we saw late last week, sounds like this is a scenario where some people may see something and other people may not see much at all.
Yeah, it does once again look like there's some snow, especially in the mountains. And then we do have an opportunity to get some snow even on the ground in parts of the Triad as well as the foothills. So that's why you do see these winter weather advisories that actually extend east to Raleigh and then all the way to the coastlines. This is a little bit different than the last setup, but we're still anticipating most of the snows to be up along the Virginia border as well as in the mountain communities, some 1 to 3 inches. But in the Triad and foothills could see an average of about 1/2 inch, and in some cases could get closer to 1 inch of snow. This is mainly north of 85. We'll talk more about that coming up. Roads could become slippery, so you want to make sure that you are prepared for that. So tonight is when that mountain snow develops and should be around by daybreak. It may start as rain even in the mountains. Tomorrow morning, slick mountain travel with kind of a rain to snow scenario setting up in the foothills and Triad with a transition late morning, midday, and then by afternoon, snow is tapering off. It's turning colder. This will be one of those situations where we may start in the mid-30s and end up in the low 30s by afternoon. That's why we're talking about a rain changing to a wet snow with some snow accumulations, mainly on grassy surfaces. Roads right now, it's hard because as Kenny was talking about earlier, you can't brine when we're anticipating rain first. So we'll have to watch that. Roads could become hazardous, and we are anticipating wet roads will become black ice situations overnight tomorrow into early Tuesday. Temperatures right now are in the mid to upper 30s across the area, so we are above freezing. We're seeing those temperatures also running in the mid to upper 30s across the Triad. That storm system is one where we do have some moisture. Question again, how much moisture will we have? We do have some cold air. Question again, how cold will it be? It will be a situation where the cold air is chasing the moisture. That's the scenario with this particular setup. Hard to get snow this way, but it can happen, and when we do, it can cause problems. Now, as far as a winter storm, this is not a major winter storm, but it could be accumulating snow that does cause impacts. So you can see minor impacts, especially along that Virginia border with this particular scenario. No precipitation just yet in our area, but we are anticipating that it starts to move in overnight, and we may see kind of some streaky rain setting up after midnight, and then a transition to snow in our mountain communities as the air gets colder. And then by late morning, you're seeing once again temperatures are in the mid to upper 30s, but a transition looks to take place by about lunchtime and then continuing into the afternoon. There's a brief window for us to get precipitation, so that could hinder snowfall amounts as well. Also, some dry air at the onset. We think this is a pretty good idea of where we may end up across the region. Of course, these will not be exact numbers, but it gives you an idea. We do think 1/2 inch to maybe 1 inch across the Piedmont Triad. Higher totals the farther north and west you go. This is a wet, sloppy snow. There are some things that we're concerned about. Limited moisture. How much of this precipitation dries up initially, that will impact the totals. The cold air is chasing the moisture. That's usually not in our favor. Does it actually stick? What are the ground temperatures? There's so many factors that come into play. Here's a wider view, though, if you do have some plans across the state tomorrow, and you'll see that transition zone midday into early afternoon, and then we're seeing that precipitation even go to the coastline by tomorrow afternoon. Our forecast does have a scenario where we would likely see temperatures dropping as we go through the day, a cold wind setting up too with those winds out of the northeast at 10 to 15 miles an hour. As far as the foothills go, also looking at temperatures that will start off a little bit warmer, get colder as we go through the day. And in the mountains even, we're going to start off pretty close to 32, and then we'll see those temperatures actually cooling off through the day in the mountains as well. In fact, maybe getting down to about 30 degrees by late afternoon, and that precipitation may actually linger in the form of some snow showers in our mountain towns for tomorrow afternoon. Let's have a look at our 7-day forecast. You're going to see that concern for ice Tuesday morning with temperatures down around 20, drier skies this week. We will talk more in detail and in depth on Facebook tonight at 8:30. If you're interested, tune in. I'll be there.
You're watching WXII 12. And now, the